Okay, this is an example of a scientific report. This report got a grade of 8.3. As you can see, the first thing that we have at the top is the GAC module, GAC 013. This is assessment event number 1, and it's a scientific investigation and report. The next thing that we have is the title of the scientific report, which is Scientific Principles, and the question that we tried to answer was, do males and females have different abilities when estimating size? The font size and font type can be found on Dropbox. The next thing that we have is the student's information, student's name, student ID number, the teacher. Here we would have the due date. In this case, for you, the due date would be October 30th, 2014. Then we have the word count. That is the cover page. On the next page, we have at the top, again, the GAC code, assessment event 1, GAC module code, assessment event 1, the student's name, and the student's GAC code. The next thing that the student included, and you obviously have to include, would be the table of contents. The student has the abstract on page number 2, and the first section that is numbered, 1.0, is the introduction, 2.0 methods and materials, 3.0 results, 4.0 discussion, 5.0 conclusions and recommendations, the appendices, and the reference list. The reference list is on page number 6. On the next page, we have the abstract, and the abstract is about 120, 140 words, and it's basically a summary of what is in the text. Imagine that you're going to the movies, and outside the theater you see information about what the movie is about, so you can get an idea of what the movie, if you can watch the movie, or if you want to watch the movie or not. This is the same idea. The next thing that follows is the introduction. We talked about this in class. We have to mention to our readers why this is important. We need to include our hypotheses as well, and we need to mention the purpose of the study. The next thing that we have is the methods and materials. It's pretty short, and somebody who reads the methods and materials section should be able to do your experiment by reading the text. The results section, 3.0, and here you will explain what the results of your study were. In this section, you will also include your graphics, the graphics that you did on Excel, and 1 or 2 tables. And if you took photographs, maybe a photograph. Remember, you need to describe each of the photographs. The student did not do that. The next thing would be the discussion. This is probably the longest part of your text. It is about 200 words. And remember that in this section, we talk about other studies that were done on the subject, on the same subject, and we compare it to our results. In the conclusion section, you mention what was learned from the investigation, how this can be applied, and maybe give some recommendations. The next part of the report could be the appendices. In this section, we will include the images that were used in the research. Again, the student needed to label them a little bit better. And the last part of the report would be your reference list. Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions, and good luck on your scientific report.